One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Singletary. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. The give to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wolfpack line up, facing third in approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Punt is on its way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep.
Brings up fourth down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Brings up fourth down.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. keeps it on the draw.
Running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Brings up second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And the try is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Going to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rushes on him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Third down coming up.
Going up top again. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And his slip's just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 49. 2nd down coming up.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. On 3rd down, going up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Singletary. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Avery. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Breaks it. Continues to fight for yards. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Trying play action. Quick completion on the out. And he's dragged down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short.
Gain of 18. 2nd down coming up.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. On On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Orange will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Using his legs at Singletary. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Got it near midfield. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, heading to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. The give on the option.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singletary. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Loss of 7 yards.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here comes the heat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Here's the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the 2nd level. That time they brought the free safety, he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Pulls it, fired complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Nice move to keep running.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch and stride inside the 15. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. To the air on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
is up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this.
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. The play action fake. They're working that left side. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the screen.
The Orange now facing a third and short.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Grab behind the line. It's Walton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Walton. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on. That one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Falls in the deep ball. He's loose. Touchdown, Cuse. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. He's past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Works the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll try the run. Wolfpack will get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.